What is up, everybody? I'm Jared, and I will be going over my core four of MLB picks for PrizePicks today. If you're new here, make sure to hit like and subscribe. That way we know that you're following along with the picks. Also helps you to get notified when these shows are posted. We do them just about every single day. Also, if you're not currently playing on PrizePicks and you want to give that site a try, if you sign up there using promo code WINDAILY, that'll get you 100% deposit match up to $100. We'll also go ahead and throw in a free 60-day trial period of WinDaily Gold. Get you access to all of our daily articles. Get you access to our Discord where we're constantly talking about plays for PrizePicks and DFS. So go sign up there today using promo code WINDAILY. So if we do a recap of yesterday, our core four went 4-0. For a while there, I really thought it was going to be just a 3-in-1 day. Perez really struggled. Looked like he couldn't hit his way out of a wet paper bag, but he ended up hitting a late homer for us and took us over the finish line to a 4-0 day. Today's a new day. We're going to look to keep the good times rolling and go 4-0 again today. So let's go ahead and jump in and see where our core four takes us today. The first one that we are going to go with today is going to be Yordan Alvarez and his 1.5 total bases. So let's go ahead and pull that one up. There it is, 1.5 total bases. Just a great spot for Yordan tonight. He's facing off against Nathan Eovaldi. Since coming back from the IL, Eovaldi's really struggled. He's pitched to an xFIP over 4.5 and just been giving up a ton of runs. Over those 3 games, he's also really struggled striking people out. He's got just an 11.9% K rate over those 3 games. And he's also given up a hard hit rate of over 38%. So he's really struggling. And with Alvarez being Alvarez, I just love the spot for him. Although he's had 2 straight kind of mediocre games, I'm looking for him to get back on track tonight in a solid matchup against Eovaldi. Over the last month, he's absolutely crushed righties with a 500 ISO, a 510 WOBA. Just an absolute great matchup for him today. So we're going to go with the over on the 1.5 total bases for Yordan Alvarez. The next one that we are going to go with is the polar bear, Pete Alonso, and his 8.5 hitter fantasy score. Just a great matchup for Pete and the Mets tonight. Love them all. Corbin's really coming into this one struggling. Over the last month, he's pitched to a 7.99 ERA. His last outing, he couldn't get past the first inning against the Dodgers. Gave up 6 earned runs in just 2/3 of an inning. While the xFIP is on the lower side, if you've actually watched him pitch, he's just not pitching very well right now. There's a reason why the Nationals are trying to unload his $60 million over the next couple of seasons. They're going to have a really tough time doing that. With Alonso, just a great matchup for him today. He lines up extremely well with Corbin and has had some really solid success against Corbin in his brief MLB career. He's got 4 homers against him already, and he's got an OPS over 1.2. A lot of this has to do with the pitch type that Corbin throws to righties. He throws just a ton of sinkers to them more than 50% of the time. In his brief career, Alonso has absolutely just destroyed lefty sinkers with a 750 slugging percentage. He's my home run call of the day. Absolutely love him to take Corbin deep. Our model has him 11, so it kind of agrees with that. So we're going to go with the over on this 8.5 hitter fantasy score for Pete Alonso. The next one that we are going to go with is going to be Tarik Skubal and his 5 strikeouts. So we're actually going to go with the under on this one. Although Skubal has just a ton of potential, he's got a ton of strikeout potential. When he faces a good lineup like the Twins, he really struggles. Last time out against the Padres, which is a solid lineup against lefties, he struck out just 2. I think he's going to have similar struggles tonight against the Twins. Twins are one of the top teams in the league against lefties. They have just a 19% K rate. They also have a 308 ISO against them and a 369 WOBA. He's going to struggle from the get-go tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he only lasts a few innings in this one. So we're going to go with the under on this 5 strikeouts for Tarik Skubal. The last one that we are going to go with today is going to be Adolis Garcia and his 5.5 hitter fantasy score. Really think PrizePicks missed on this one. They're typically really spot on with their props. But this 5.5 for him today in this matchup is, I think it's a miss. It's a perfect storm brewing for Garcia today. He is a reverse splits hitter facing a reverse splits pitcher. Just an absolute perfect storm for the guy. He's been way better against righties this year. He's got a 489 slugging percentage versus them compared to just 380 against lefties. He has a WRC of 42 against them compared to just 11 versus lefties. Just about every offensive metric this season for Garcia has been way better against righties and lefties. And then if we look at what Watkins has done, although he hasn't pitched all that much in the majors this year, all 6 of the homers that he's given up this season have been to righties. Righties have a 508 slugging percentage versus him, just compared to just 361 for lefties. So this is just a great spot for Garcia. Our model has him at 11. So there's a ton of value there. We don't need all that much from Garcia today. All we need is a couple hits and a run or an RBI, or even just an extra base hit and a run or an RBI. So just a great spot for him. We're going to go with the over on the 5.5 footer fantasy scoring form. So if we do a recap of where we're going today, we're going to go with the over on the 1.5 total bases for Yordan Alvarez, the over on the 8.5 footer fantasy score for the Polar Bear Pete Alonso. We're going to go with the under on the 5 strikeouts for Tariq Skubal. And we're going to go with the over on the 5.5 footer fantasy score for Adolis Garcia. So that's our core for today. If you end up using them, make sure to hit like and subscribe. That way we know that you're following along with the picks. Also, if you have any questions about your own picks, just make sure to drop some notes in the comments. That way we know that you're following. That way I'm more than happy to answer any of those questions. Sorry about that. Lost my train of thought. But that said, we went 4-0 yesterday. We'll look to go 4-0 again today. Let's keep the good times rolling. Good luck, everyone.